Christmas is no longer a time for cheer and joy. In this one-shot, it's a frozen nightmare. Animated nutcrackers stalking through the snow. An icy dreadnought watches from the shadows. And a twisted creature, once a saint, is waiting to tempt your players with power they shouldn't accept. Welcome to the Frozen Workshop. I'm Josh, the Creator Bard. Welcome back to another episode of Master the Dungeon, where we craft unforgettable adventures for your tabletop games. Today we are going to uncover a holiday horror one-shot like no other, the Frozen Workshop. This chilling one-shot has it all. A game hook to lure your players, a puzzle and a riddle to test their wits, a trap that could spell disaster, and combat encounters that just might be their end. If you've ever wanted to mix festive cheer with a little bit of fear, this is your moment. Let's unwrap the terror, shall we? A mysterious frost has crept across the land, emanating from the home and workshop of he who was once known as Saint Nicholas. What was once a beacon of warmth and holiday cheer has become a harbinger of despair. Your party is summoned to investigate, but what they'll find inside the workshop isn't just coal in their stockings. They'll face three chilling bosses: Krampus, the Glacier Wraith Dreadnought, and Saint Nicholas himself, now transformed into the Frostbane Saint. Each guards a piece of the Bell of Eternal Winter, a cursed artifact plunging the world into icy darkness. Will your players be able to become the heroes who save the season? When they approach the home and workshop of St. Nicholas, they'll first see the Frosted Gate, an iron monstrosity encased in thick ice. Its chilling decorations tell your players right away that this isn't a jolly escapade. Before they can even think about the gate, animated nutcracker soldiers spring to life, their jaws snapping with metallic precision. Once these toys are defeated, the party will discover a riddle etched into the frozen gate. Alright guys, here's Editor Josh realizing that I did not give you guys a riddle. So, here's one. After the players defeat the guardians of the frozen gate, they see a riddle etched into the ice. My touch turns rivers to jagged glass. I pile up snow so none may pass. I silence summer's song with blight. My breath is chill, my heart is ice. My sun, the solstice, brings a chill. The sun's demise would be my will. I come with frost and shadows deep, and put the land to death-like sleep. The answer, of course, being winter. When the riddle is answered correctly, the gates will open, allowing entrance into the frozen workshop. Now, while I've got you guys here, I did want to go ahead and remind you, if you're liking this video, finding it entertaining or helpful, give me some bardic inspiration by hitting that like button and subscribing so you hear the trumpets every time the bard comes to the stage. Back to it. Inside the workshop, the factory floor hums with chaotic energy. Conveyor belts grind out twisted toys. Jack-in-the-boxes with razor-sharp teeth that spring too far. Deadly toy trains that seem to scream as they charge forward. In this section, you'll want to be as grotesque as your players can handle. Channel your inner Sid from Toy Story. The party must fend off swarms of these creations while dodging the treacherous conveyor belts, which can send them tumbling into gnashing gears. The air is thick with the scent of burnt sugar and something metallic. Every step feels like a gamble. For this combat, you will want to use swarm stat blocks to give the players that feeling of wading into large amounts of enemies. The conveyor belts themselves may be lair actions, they may be simply regular environmental hazards. Use them how you wish, but make them dangerous. Make the players truly feel as if every step they take could be their last. Once the party has defeated these swarms of twisted toys, before they exit this workshop, they find a dark holiday tree surrounded by exquisitely wrapped presents. A sign above them warns, "Open with care for joy or despair." and each present radiates magic. But not all of these gifts are kind. Opening a box could trigger an explosion of cold damage, or summon an animated jack-in-the-box ready to attack. Some gifts are harmless, like bursts of glitter that mark the players with disadvantage on stealth checks, while others reward brave souls with magical treasures. But beware, opening too many boxes awakens the tree itself, a corrupted treant that hurls explosive ornaments. This trap is designed to lure players in with the promise of magic and give them the chance at reward, but the risk of something far more deadly. The tension could be palpable. Will your players risk it? In the next room, the air is heavy with dread. As soon as your players enter, they feel its oppressive power. Scrolls listing the naughty hang in endless rows, their names whispered by unseen wind. A figure prowls the space. The players hear chains clinking ominously. Krampus, commander of the naughty list, and punisher of those who are on it. And his abilities are as terrifying as his reputation. He can grapple players with his chains, dragging them into close combat. And his fear aura causes even the bravest adventurers to falter. But here's the twist. Destroying scrolls of the naughty list weakens Krampus, taking his power back from him and rendering him unable to punish. And on Krampus's remains, they find the first piece of the Bell of Endless Winter, which they will need to destroy if they wish to rid the land of the ice and snow. After Krampus, the party faces the Singing Lights puzzle. A massive evergreen tree stands at the center of the room, its lights flickering erratically. Fragments of holiday carols scattered across the room hint at a sequence needed to relight the tree. Each step on the magical runes below the branches activates a light and plays a haunting note. But there is a trick to these runes. Each of them bears a marking. One has 5 rings. One has a bird in a tree. One has 7 swans. Another 12 drummers. Yes, you may have guessed it by now, the players will have to press the runes in sequence of the 12 days of Christmas, thus relighting the tree and opening a door on the other side of the room. If the players step out of sequence, or if they step on a rune that does not bear one of the 12 days markings, make sure to give them a heavy dose of cold damage as the runes explode in icy fury. The door opened by these singing lights reveals a courtyard outside. The courtyard is a desolate expanse of ice and broken snowmen, their twisted smiles frozen in time. From the center rises the Glacier Wraith Dreadnought, wreathed in blue flames. As the players fight this dreadnought, they realize that unless they destroy the core in the center of his chest, he will regenerate every round. Not only this, but he's able to summon snow golems at his side, forcing the players to split their focus between him and his minions. Finally, the courtyard itself is a hazard, with patches of ice, falling icicles, or even icicles that shoot up out of the snow at random intervals, making this fight a test of strategy and endurance. Once the players have dispatched of the Glacier Wraith Dreadnought, your players will find the second portion of the Bell of Endless Winter, the relic which they need to destroy. Finally, your party heads across the courtyard and into the final room, the Midnight Throne. Here sits the Frostbane Saint, a Santa Claus wrapped in dark magic. He will initially offer the party gifts given to him by his king, the Frozen Oblivion. What he does not tell the party is that these gifts come at a terrible price. If the party refuses his gifts, he will launch into an all-out attack, wielding his sharpened candy cane staff, a weapon with deadly precision, and summoning monstrous gifts from his twisted sack of holding. He would be a deadly force, even without his added warlock class abilities. If the party refuses the gifts and defeats this Frostbane Saint, they will find the third and final piece of the Bell of Endless Winter, which they can destroy in any way that your party sees fit. Once it has been destroyed, the workshop returns to its former state. The snow and ice melt, and the Frostbane Saint becomes St. Nicholas once again. And that's the Frozen Workshop, a dungeon full of dark holiday twists, heart-pounding challenges, and the perfect blend of cheer and fear. Whether your players leave triumphant, trembling, or not at all, this will certainly be a one-shot that they remember for Christmases to come. Now let's hear your stories. Have you ever run or played in a holiday one-shot? What would you add to the Frozen Workshop? Go ahead and leave those lore drops in the comments, and if you liked the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more twisted dungeon ideas. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Till next time, gotta roll.